Hello, my legends. It's your boy Link, and I promised you an Ipswich Town end of season review, so here it is. But before we start, I've got a very important competition to tell you about. So, we're doing a giveaway on the channel, just a way for me to show my appreciation for you legends. So, you are entering to win something which comes with a certificate of authenticity. It's an Ipswich Town football shirt signed by 23 players from the 21-22 squad, which obviously a lot of them carry on into the promotion season. So here is the shirt. Look at that. Let's try to get that near the camera. Look at all the signatures on there. And you could win it, you know. I think Connor Chaplin's on there, I'm pretty sure I spotted him. A lot of them have put their numbers as well, which will help you identify who they are. But yeah, certificate of authenticity, brand new shirt. Still got the old tagger on it. And if you want to enter this competition, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel. Your subscriptions need to be public so that I can see you've subscribed. And then you need to like this video, and then you need to comment down below with your player of the season and why you want to win the shirt. What would you do with it? Have you got plans for it? What would you do if you won? And I'll pick my favourite comment out after I finish, you know, in a few weeks, basically. Like after we let the competition run for a few weeks. I'm gonna let it run until let's let it run until the end of June. So yeah, at the end of June we'll be giving that shirt away. So make sure you subscribe. Like I say, your subscriptions have to be public so I can see you subscribe. Like the video and then comment down below with favourite player of the season, why, and why do you want to win it? What would you do with it? Right, let's get on with this little review. But hopefully, you know, you guys enjoyed it. It's just a little way that I can give something back to all you because the support my channel's had from Ipswich Town fans has been amazing this year. And I've renewed my season ticket for next season, so we're going to go to every home game. So, got a lot to look forward to. So, the best moment of the season was obviously the promotion. I don't think you could argue for anything else. The pitch invasion, obviously, that got really mixed sort of emotions. I'm glad that people weren't on the pitch for like a crazy amount of time, so the players could still celebrate. I really appreciate that people did that. But yeah, it was like monumentous. Like I've been an Ipswich, not fan. Like I would use the term fan very loosely because, as you all know, I support Liverpool. Um, I I don't remember a day as good as that day at Portman Road ever. Like like the only income that I can liken it to is like the best derby wins ever, but I don't think that can compete with it. So yeah, it was the best moment, and I loved it, and it was just fantastic to be part of and to experience. Next up is my goal of the season. Now, this is a screenshot from the Ipswich Town YouTube channel, so you can see the exact moment if you want to go look at it. 10 seconds into their Exeter City highlights video. It's Connor Chaplin's goal. I don't think it's everyone's favourite, but the way he hits it, it's just got swaz. Like he hits it so clean, like so, and it's got like such a bend and dip on it. Like he just couldn't have hit it cleaner toward that far post, and he didn't have. He was in an awkward position, lots of pressure, and I just, for me, technically, I think it's the best goal we scored this year. I know a lot of people might talk about like Edwards' free kick, Broadhead's free kick, but I like that one from Connor, to be honest. And like I say, that position, you know, these two players putting crazy pressure on him. He's got no right to score, but he does, and the keeper's nowhere near it. Well, I'm sat here. Is that one me? I'm one of these ones here, I believe. No, I'm not. I'm over here somewhere. But I'm sat like here. You can see my mouse, and I didn't think it was going in, but it did. My player of the season is obviously Connor Chaplin. This is, like, in my opinion, the best player of the season. 52 appearances, 29 goals, 5 assists. That's all competitions, and the stats are taken from transfermarket.com, which is my favourite place to get football stats. I think Connor Chaplin just goes without saying, you know. I don't know. Without him, I don't know if this season would have happened. He was so electric so many times, and he scored so many goals in clutch moments, but also, like, he was so good in the comfortable games, but he created so much space and stuff. And players are worried about him, which made more space for Ladapo and Hurst and Harness and Broadhead. I don't think you can really put into words how good he was. Like, and the fact that FIFA didn't put him in the EFL team of the season, I think is disgusting, and I'm still fuming about it. But Connor Chapman, baby, he was quality. My player of the season is Freddie Ladapo. Now I know, like, this is like me personally, and I think people have really like underrated his contributions, underrated how important he is to the club. 53 appearances, all comps, 21 goals, 2 assists, and like a 20 goal a season striker is like a hard thing to find. And Ipswich have a couple of players capable of that. And I know George Hurst came in, and that did reduce a lot of Ladapo's minutes. He was reduced to a lot more bench appearances. But I think you could argue as well, like that, the fact that he went up against George Hurst, who a lot of people talk as like a Premier League player, the fact that Ladapo went like toe to toe with him for so many weeks and kept getting in the team over him and playing better than him on occasions, I think the fact he went toe to toe with George Hurst, who's like a lot of people consider him to be like I know he's a young player, but like a Premier League quality player. I think that's just absolute testament to how good Ladapo is, and he's my favourite town player. The Legends player of the season. So this is like based on your comments, who's player of the season, based on your comments on my like vlogs of the game. And Massimo Luongo has had so much love on this channel. From me, but also from the fans. Like I can't express enough how good he was. And he come into the team and you think he's coming in to be a squad player. Evans and Morsey is really established as your midfield too, and they're doing well. And Evans has a little injury, and then Luongo gets his chance, and he just takes it with both hands, and he never gives that shirt back. And talking of shirts, have you entered yet? Because look at all them pretty signatures on there. Next up is the fans player of the season. Now I had to give this to Harry Clark. Some people, I know the actual like, official fans player of the season is Wes Burns, but did you see how much he celebrated the promotion? Like, I think he came in, obviously he only came in January, and I know a lot of people don't like people that come in January winning awards, but he came in January, and he come off the bench a couple of times, he worked his way into that starting 11 in that right back spot, and he just looked a player. Like, you could tell he'd got that sort of Arsenal experience. Like, he was trying to really play football. One of my favourite things is the jazz hands when he's free. Like, I really rate footballers that do that. Like, people, I know call for the ball is one thing, right? But if you call for the ball, if the person there knows you're behind them, they can't see you. But like the jazz hands, honestly, I feel like I do that all the time when I play football now. I've sort of learnt it from him. And another one of my favourite moments of the season is like all of the pictures of him with fans at the Christchurch Park thing, which unfortunately I couldn't go to. I had a little bit of flu that day and didn't feel great. But he stayed so long that he had to get a taxi home basically because the bus went without him. Because he took that many pictures of fans, he signed that many autographs, and yes, he's a local boy, and yes, you probably might expect him to go a little bit further for the fans than others, but I think he absolutely has given everything for the club so far, and he really deserves to be in the team next season. I think he's definitely going to play at a championship level. I think he's someone that, give him 2 years, or give him another year if Ipswich were to get promoted at the end of the season, and he might be Premier League ready. And he's good. He's really good. And he might be more sort of, I think he might be more of a centre back longer term. And a right back, I do think that might be like a transition, especially if Town go back to a 5. That right centre back berth, I think, would be really good for him. Like if they go back to like more like a 3-4, it was almost like a 3-4-2-1 at the start of the season at times, rather than a 4-2-3-1. But yeah, I think if that system comes back, Clark will definitely find his little starting berth in the set back three for sure. Next is the best new blue. So who's the best new Ipswich Town player? And I've got to give it to Leif Davis because 14 assists from left back. It's like he's had an Andy Robertson season. He's done what like Andy Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Cancelo, like the best fullbacks in the world are the ones that get more than 10 assists in a season. And I know it's at a different level, but Leif Davis, he's not been able to find that satisfaction. I feel he is worthy of in the Premier League. So he's gone, okay, I'm going to go to Ipswich Town. I'm going to get on the journey, and I'm going to go for it. And I think to be top assister in the league is absolutely incredible for a left back. Like Barry Bannon was left feeling blue, and I love that. But yeah, I think Barry Bannon's actually a great player. I don't like him, but I think he's quality. But yeah, for Leif Davis to get more assists than Bannon, who takes every single set piece that they have, you just got to respect it. I think you really have, and I think he's another one like Clark. He's good enough to keep going. Like if Town go all the way to the Premier League, he could still be there. Clark could still be there, in my opinion. I think Davis would probably start playing as a wing back. I think Ipswich might switch back to the sort of 3-4-3, 5-2-3, 5-2-2-1, whatever you want to call it, really. But I think Town might go back to that 5 at the start of the Championship just to be solid from the get go. And I think Davis is perfect for that left wing back role. Most improved player for me is Kyle Edwards. Now, I've put some stats at the bottom to sort of support it, but last year I didn't think Kyle Edwards was maybe good enough, and I was absolutely wrong. Like last season, I only made 22 appearances. There was a couple of injuries in there, but this season, after getting no goals or assists last year, 41 appearances, 3 goals, 8 assists. That is all competition, so there's something like the Carabao, however you pronounce that cup, and I know they're not as important, but the free kick he scored was wonderful. But also, I just like the attitude of coming on and playing so many positions and working so hard for the team. And I think he's another one that he's definitely worthy of his place in the squad next year. Like he's going to be a squad player in the Championship. And he wasn't a starter this year, really. He didn't start many games. But as a person on the bench who can play a lot of positions, I think he's absolutely fantastic to have in the squad. The best opposition fans. Now, this one's probably going to start a riot, but I'm giving it to the Portsmouth fans. This picture isn't the best quality, but it made me smile. I just thought he was quite funny. This guy with his hat on, looking kind of like a Pompey Slash, I guess you'd call him. Pompey Slash had to get the nod. I couldn't find a better picture of Pompey Slash, but if anyone has any better pictures of Pompey Slash, send it to me on social media at LinkGooden and use the hashtag real soon. But yeah, and use hashtag Pompey Slash. But I thought Portsmouth fans, they brought numbers, they brought noise. I didn't see any like bad behaviour from them really. Like I didn't see them throwing stuff like Plymouth fans. I think if Plymouth fans hadn't thrown stuff, they might have pipped this. To be fair, you got to give a shout out to some of the smaller teams like Exeter. I thought their fans did well when you consider the result and stuff. But yeah, for me, best away fans at Portman Road, because I didn't go to any away games this year, so I can't sort of compare home opposition fans. I have to give it to Pompey. And when I was debating it, I was looking at pictures and stuff. I think this is a picture from Wembley, but Pompey Slash was the one. End of season review. So basically, this is my overall. Just make my camera a little bigger. There we go. So yeah, my overall end of season review is that Ipswich Town did fantastic this year. Everyone would have took promotion at the start of the year. I know not winning the league felt a bit like in the last minutes, but it's only because Plymouth went 1-0 down that we thought it was ever possible. It wasn't likely ever. And there was that time the Sheffield Wednesday game. I think if you go back and watch my vlog of that, we thought automatic promotion was over. We really did. I'm pretty sure I might have even called the video, "Is promotion over?" And the way that they put the wins together, the way that the new players come in, Broadhead, Hurst, Luongo, Clark, the way they came in January, those players, and were at the absolute core of the rest of the season, and they all worked their way into the starting 11 by the end of the year. All 4 of them made such a difference, and I think it's such a good example of doing the January transfer window properly. And I've got to say, we haven't talked about Kieran McKenna through this video. I was very fortunate to meet him very briefly this year at the fan forum. I thought he's a very nice guy. I got a little picture with him and stuff. But yeah, he is really good. He is really good, and I think that's a big thing for Ipswich is keeping him. We need to keep him at least for next season in the Championship and see where we go. Even if things aren't going well next year, because obviously the promotion, when you get promoted, it's a new standard. Although I do think Ipswich have got such a good squad, I have seen online some bookies have Ipswich as favourites to win the league next year, and as a promoted side, that is ridiculous. But the club is so well run now, and Kieran McKenna's at the helm of that as well, and the recruitment has been so good. I think whether we get Hurst again is big. Would Leicester sell him to a rival? Because I think Leicester are going down after how they played against Liverpool yesterday as I filmed this. Liverpool didn't even really get out of second gear and they beat them 3-0. But I don't know if Hurst will go to Ipswich now. I'm not sure if Leicester would want to put him against who they're going to see as maybe a promotion rival. Also, Leicester are going to lose a lot of players, so they might be thinking, oh, Hurst can stay and he's good enough to maybe play. So Ipswich might have to look at maybe a different option. Or put your faith in Freddie Ladapo. Maybe bring someone in for competition for him. But if Ladapo's starting next season, I'm not angry because he's bagged 21 goals this year. Keep creating him chances and he'll score. I know some people say he's not clinical enough, but I think he is. But yeah, I think it was a brilliant season. It's more than what probably any Ipswich Town fan actually expected. It's more than what I expected for sure. And at the start of the season, before everything kicked off, if you said to me, top 6, I'd have snapped your hand off. I really would have been like, yeah, let's go, top 6. That will do me. I think that's brilliant, and I think it's exciting to be back in the Championship. You're going to have away days at like Everton maybe, which I really hope happens. Leicester, Southampton, loads of big away days, loads of big teams coming to Portman Road for my next season vlogs, which I'm excited about. We're going to vlog every home game. I've renewed my season ticket. I'm glad I did that early because they've sold out 21,000 season tickets to Ipswich Town next season. For anyone who might be watching this just because you're a fan of the channel more than the club, 21,000 season tickets sold out next year. So there's going to be 20,000 people there every single game in the Championship, which in my opinion is huge for next season. It's really going to help the team along. And I don't think we could have hoped for a better season, really. You could like winning the league, but that's the only thing. But the football they played and everything, you just couldn't really ask for anything else. I don't think, in my opinion. I think to ask for anything else would have been greedy. What are my next season predictions? And it says thanks for watching at the bottom, but you can't see it. Let's fix that for you. There you go. I want you to know I appreciate you all. Next season's predictions. I think Town are going to be in the promotion race. I do. I haven't seen the signings yet, and before each football season, I do a kind of like football season like prediction video. If you watch my one from last season, I think I predicted Liverpool to win like the Champions League and the league. So yeah, that wasn't right. I think I predicted Salah for Player of the Year, maybe Nunes for top scorer. So it wasn't the best one, but I think I did predict Ipswich to get playoffs. I think is what I predicted, and then they got promoted. So I'll be doing a video of my next season predictions for sure. But I'll be very surprised if Ipswich aren't finishing in the top half, and I'll be not shocked, but I would be a bit surprised if they aren't at least competing for playoffs. But the bookies think Ipswich are going to win the league, which is pretty exciting. And last again, right, just remember, if you haven't done it already, subscribe to the channel now, comment on the video, get all these beautiful signatures. I'll see if I can try to recognise any. I can't, because who's number 16? 36, 33, 35, is that Morsey? Or is it Luongo? Morsey's 5, isn't he? Number 9 signed it, but I don't think that was Ladapo. That was whoever it was last year. But yeah, there's loads of signatures on there. And I think it's a great prize. And you don't have to like pay anything. You just, literally, it's a free competition, ain't it? Just subscribe to the channel, doesn't cost you a penny. Like the video, comment with Player of the Season, why do you want to win the shirt? And I'll pick my favourite comment out at the end of June. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Link, you've been my legends, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. If you've enjoyed that, you can click up here and you can watch another video of mine. Or if you really love it, if you really, really love it, or even if you just like it a little bit, go down here and subscribe to the channel. It means you'll never ever miss what is coming up real soon.